Hey everybody, thanks for joining us at Spiezz Digital. I wanted to do this little tutorial for you all because I got a question from a client recently and they were like, I haven't looked at my website in like 3 or 4 months because you're doing the maintenance for me, so I never really have to go on there unless I want to add a blog post. But I was wondering, I've forgotten the difference between widgets and plugins. They were like, I should know. But actually, it's kind of complicated. So I thought I'd do this little tutorial so you guys could see it and kind of wrap your brains around how that works. So here we are at the dashboard. And if you go down this left-hand column, you'll see there's a listing for plugins right there, but you don't see any widgets at first glance. And that is because plugins come first. So we'll go to the tab that says installed plugins. And here you'll see probably not this much, depending on what's on your site. But these are like little bits of code that connect your website to another person's software or website so you can use their functionality. A good example of this would be, where is it? MailChimp. So here's a contact form 7. It's the most widely used contact form plugin. Really simple, easy to use, rarely messes anything up. And then there's a MailChimp extension. So MailChimp is a email management service. You can go to their website, you can sign up. They're really great. They have a free version. They have a paid version if you have over, I think, 5,000 subscribers. And they help you manage your list, segment it in a way that makes sense, and also send out beautiful, emails that look good on any device, because apparently that's still a challenge. But so when people use this widget, or when you use this widget on your website, that will connect with MailChimp and it will add things. People fill out a form on your website and that contact info gets sent to your MailChimp account so you can access it and send people stuff from there. So that's just one example. We also have here Jetpack. Oops, you'll see like an Instagram feed. There's a lot of things. So all you have to do to add one of these is go up here to where it says add new. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Click on it, and then it will bring up this kind of free WordPress marketplace where you can access and look up things and just add them to your site. The majority of them are either free or, the basic part is free and you have to pay for more. The one thing I will say about this little marketplace, though, is it's very much like the App Store. When the App Store first started out, you can search by keyword or you can search by author or whatever, but it will not fill in stuff for you. It will not guess at what you mean. You have to get the spelling, the syntax. You can't put a space in the middle of a word. You can't put jet space pack or that will not show up. So that's the one kind of bad thing about that. Okay, so those are plugins. Great. What do you do once you have a plugin? You use it as a widget. So there's 2 different places on this dashboard where you can find widgets. One is under Appearance Widgets and the other one is in the Customize window. I want to start with the Appearance Widgets window because the Customize window is the bomb. It's awesome. You will love it. But this gives you a better idea of all the places on your site that you can use widgets. So here are available widgets. Well, how did they get there? Well, they were either put into WordPress or you added them with a plugin. So here's one. We have a Jetpack plugin. So these are all the different places in your site. You can just pop a widget in there. Right? Primary sidebar. This will show up depending on how you have your site set up. This could show up on every page on your site, right? These are just for the front pages, right? That's where you put the cool little bits in. And here's an empty one. Let me show you one of these here. So I usually do custom HTMLs because I write the code for it. But you can do easier kind of pop-in things. And I'll show you that in a minute. Then, of course, the footers all go to every page on your site underneath the content. And after entry is a cool one to put like social media links, stuff like that. So it shows up after single entries. That means posts, guys. That means posts. Even though you could write pages all day long, this will not show up after pages. Okay, so the other place we can go is the customize window. Now, the customize window is really cool because it's like a little mini staging environment right inside of your site. So normally when you are going to have to do changes on a site, you create a second site on your server, you do the changes there, see how they work out, and then if it works, you transport them to the main site on your server. This kind of does it for you. It's awesome. And this is where I spend most of my time, particularly when I'm working on the front page. So here we have site identity, all this stuff. One little tip about site identity. You see here, I have Spiezz Digital, great. Tagline, there's no tagline here. Well, it used to be back in the day when I first started, I'd just leave that blank because it wasn't there. But truth be told, Google looks at that. Search engines look at that. You should always fill that out. Okay, I'm getting beside myself here. Here is the tab for widgets on this page. So we'll click this tab. And as you see, we see only the front page widgets and the footer widgets. Well, Karen, why is this so great? Okay, let's go. Let's do something horrible. Let's go to the very front page and we'll add some widget there that does absolutely not belong. That should be interesting. Might take a minute. This recording software slows down my computer a little bit. And then I press it again too many times. There we go. All right, so here's a bunch of widgets. Let's do, I don't want to do anything too crazy. Let's do an image. There we go. An image will come with every WordPress site. That's always an option to add an image as a widget. So as you can see, it's kind of grayed out because it's in process of putting that just into this customize window, not into our site in general, right? But nothing's in it yet, so it doesn't show anything. So we're going to say my best day. Oh, it's going to take a minute to put that text in there. This page scroll to ID target is code that was added by a different widget, which is a page scroll to ID widget. That works, if you've seen those sites where you click on a menu item and then the page scrolls on up to where that's supposed to be, or to where that is on the page. Interesting. I don't see it. I bet it's underneath here. Well, let's find out. Let's put some ridiculous image in here. We could just pick something. Here we go. Purple dots. And look, that's a pretty big image, 1920 by 1080. But we're only putting it at medium size. And where is it? Here it comes. Another thing you can do with this that's recent is you can link this image to somewhere else. You could link it to one of the pages on your site as if it was a menu item. You could link it to somebody else's site. Oh, it's a GIF. How cool. So you see it's right there, my best day. Here's it, but that looks horrible. Yeah, it doesn't belong there. So what we're going to do is we're not going to press publish, and no one will ever know. No one will be the wiser. So I hope that clears this up for you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. I'll totally get back to you on this. Super important to understand this. And plugins do add other functionality other than widgets, but I will leave that for a second tutorial, and that's a little bit more Gutenberg related. Okay, thanks guys. Hope you have a great day, and take care.